Yo, what is going on, guys? Just wanted to quickly jump on here to give a trade recap for the day. Unfortunately, it was another loss, but the idea was there, right? The idea was there. I'm not gonna lie, the second loss has kind of got me questioning my strategy, but we know the strategy works. Um, and as you guys can see, we're just unlucky on the timing, I guess. Um, and yeah, I mean, pretty much it is what it is. But I'll kind of just break over the trade anyways to see why we took the trade and the kind of thought process of why I took this trade. So starting off on the daily, we still have that that new week opening gap that we still haven't come to fill yet. Um, which means that on the daily time frame, we have one POI, which was within equilibrium between this high and this low, which is the current range for the daily. So on the daily time frame, we are bearish and we just filled equilibrium yesterday. And today we've actually filled this fair value gap here, um, which lead me to believe that shorts were there, right? And I didn't want to make the mistake as last time, right? Yesterday, um, I after the video, I made the video, I talked about it. I talked with you guys that I'm not sure if I made a mistake, but the mistake I made was after we had that huge displacement and we missed a move. Ideally, because we're in a high time frame POI now, when we get the retracement, we should just wait for another entry model. Because if we waited for another entry model, it just means that um, the market would be reset for us to take a trade. Um, and it needs to confirm that the trend is still continuing bearish, not flipping bullish, and then we stay bullish internally the whole way up. So that's the mistake I made, which is waiting for the retracement and then trying to sell off. Um, but I'm like, when we see that, it's more like, okay, the moves happen. Let's see if we get a confirmation that that we're continuing bearish, which we didn't get yesterday. So that's the mistake I made yesterday. Today, I'm not sure what the mistake is now. I might have to go through it tomorrow again. But in terms of mistakes, I don't think I made any. I think I just really got unlucky with the timing, and I'll kind of explain to you guys why. But anyways, on the daily time frame, we had this daily fair value gap here. And as I talked about it before, we took out these daily highs, which is over here, filled in this daily fair value gap, and another confluence being that we're within equilibrium. So we're now in a premium to actually go short, which is another confluence in itself. What made me what made me believe that we were going short was the fact that we had all our targets filled, right? On a daily time frame, we had this daily high, right? As well as this fair value gap, which we all know is a powerful tool when we get a sweep within a fair value gap. Um, on the 4 hour time frame, same thing. We swept this 4 hour high, didn't get a close above it. So technically, we're still within this order block here, as we didn't close above that order block. But what confirmed it for me was the 1 hour. On the 1 hour time frame, we get the sweep of these daily highs into that daily fair value gap, and we have a huge displacement back down. So which tells me that price, which that kind of tells me that price is ready to displace lower from these lows, from these highs, sorry, because now the objective has been filled, right? The objective has been filled. We have our displacement, we have our market structure shift, which is here, right? Now we just wait for price to come into equilibrium, which is what we waited for here. So if we draw the equilibrium to between these highs and these lows, what do we have? We had this fair value gap here and this one here, but we had no entry model here. Fine, it is what it is. Price came and filled equilibrium, came and filled this fair value gap, which was up here, and I'm like, okay, cool. Now, again, I'll say this again. We filled in our daily objective, which was to take out this daily high, filling in this daily fair value gap. The daily is also in a premium to go short, right? we have new week opening gap that still hasn't been filled, right? Still hasn't been filled here. We also have the 4 hour that's still not in a. So internally we're bullish, but we still haven't filled equilibrium yet. And again, with equilibrium, this fucking new week opening gap. So that trade was out the window. So I'm seeing bearish signs here. Like you guys might be seeing bullish from all this, making moves up. But again, like when we fill an objective, right? It doesn't matter if the 1 hour or 4 hour is bullish. If we fill the objective, we're gonna start to make some moves down, and which we had moves down. We waited for a retracement. We were just unlucky with the timing, I guess. And I'll show you guys why I feel like I got unlucky and I couldn't time the market today. So on the 5 minute, once we get a tap into this 1 hour Fair Value Gap, which is here with an equilibrium, that 1 hour equilibrium, we pretty much waited for our entry model, right? Looking to our left to see if we have any 5 minute highs. We've taken out all these 5 minute highs here. I'm like, okay, cool. The next set of highs is up here, which price never got to. We do have a sweep. We had our breaker structure here. We have displacement. So now all of our entries have been set. What's the last thing? Waiting for equilibrium to be hit. Right? What was within equilibrium? This fair value gap here. Pull this in a little bit closer. As well as this order block here. Fair value gap unfortunately doesn't hold. But this order block does. Yep, this order block does. And we get nice displacement out of this order block. So again, I'll say this again. 1 hour was within equilibrium to go short after having that huge displacement after taking out these daily highs. We have a huge run of the shorts. We wait for a retracement into 1 hour equilibrium of this whole range that was made. We have a POI, which is that 1 hour Fair Value Gap. Wait for our entry model here. We had the sweep, no closure above. We had displacement, which we had two Fair Value Gaps made. Equilibrium, which was filled. And yeah, equilibrium, which was filled. And we have a nice displacement candle out of this order block here, which huge displacement out of this order block here. We enter, stops above these highs, above the sweep, because ideally it should be protected. But we end up getting stopped out pretty quick. So it's kind of like yesterday, how we weren't able to go break even because we didn't take out our break even here. But why I think we weren't able to time it, where we got unlucky with the timing, was because of the amount of sweeps we had. Not only did we get taken out of this trade, right? Not only did we get taken out of this trade, we have our secret, we had another entry model formed. Well, not really entry model because we had a closure above, but we then have a reverse straight down. We take out our break even, and then price again comes and sweeps out these highs. Will take, not really sweep, but takes out these highs again. So we take our trade here on the displacement candle, instantly reverses, almost stops us out, chops for a little bit, and then we get that move up, taking out these equal highs. Now it's equal highs now. We then get a reversal, but we then come up and take out these highs once again. So we've taken out these highs now. We've taken out these highs once again, and then the whole move just comes down, right? We start to make our ways down. So, the idea was there. The idea was definitely there. We just weren't able to time it. That's all I can say. I mean, the trade was there and the idea was there. Like for me to go long, I would love to see price actually come and fill equilibrium of this range here on the 4-hour time frame. Which would be here. Hourly time frame. I would say if we had opportunities to go short from these hourly POIs to target equilibrium. But yeah, I would just say that we got unlucky with the entry on this one, but it is what it is. But yeah, I mean that kind of wraps it up for today's trade. As long as we stay consistent, stick to our rules religiously every single day, I know we can become more consistent. But again, unlucky on the trade, I guess. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think, yeah, yeah, interesting. Okay, so yeah, I should also be implementing these 4-hour highs as well as marking out the daily highs and 4-hour highs as well, just to make sure. But um, yeah, I think that's what I'm going to be doing from tomorrow as well, just so I know which highs and lows are more probable for us to be taking, so we can still wait for our entry model. But if we get a sweep of these highs, right, it just means that this range might be invalid, right? It could be enough liquidity being taken out the market to then continue up, depending on the entry model. But yeah, that's something that I will continue to mark for tomorrow. It's just a thought. I'll continue to do that, and I'll be sure to mark those hourly highs, 4-hour highs, daily highs out as well, in case we're chasing something that's very on the high time frame side of things. And it kind of gave me a good direction as well. So implementing the old kind of daily biases as well. So yeah, I mean we're slowly getting there. Fucking yeah, unfortunately 2 losses in a row. I don't want to question my strategy. We know it works. But yeah, just unlucky on the timing. I guess we just have to make sure that we're able to time it correctly for next time. Not sure how the fuck I'm gonna do that because we had our entry model form, so it is what it is. But um, yeah, I mean, as you guys can see, we take out these daily highs here and price starts to reverse. We try to catch the reversal, but wasn't able to. But the reversal did play out, so it is what it is. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have an amazing night or day wherever you guys are from, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. God bless.